Hey, 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 hey. It's that time again, y'all. Let's get it. How y'all doing tonight? Are y'all ready for tonight's show? We're going to have a good show tonight. Got a few things on my mind tonight. So this is going to be interesting. I hope y'all ready because I'm ready. And give me a couple seconds and we going to get the show started. And I'm going to put the link for you guys in the comments. If anybody wants to come in during the show, you can click on the link. And the link will bring you right into the show. Okay? Literally live. So if you don't want to go live, you can just place your comments in the comment section. But if you want to go live, you can click on the link. There it is for y'all. And you can go live right in the comments. Hey, Cuzzo, I see you here this week. Let's get it. I got some conversation this week. If you would like me to shout out your business, because I know we have some business owners that watch the show. If you would ever like me to shout out your business during the course of the show, just drop the information in the comments and I will get to it before the show is over. I try to shout people out during the show as well. So let's get to it. Get this theme song going and we can roll out. Y'all ready? D Barnes live. Let's get it.
You're now tuning in live with DMEG Radio. Danni Girl Live. Couch Conversations. Let's go! Couch Conversation with Danni Girl Live. DMG Radio on fire. You listen and ride where you hear the hottest underground and independent music. Tune in with Couch Conversations where they talk about it. No, it ain't the Breakfast Club. It's Danni Girl going live. Danni Girl going live. Danni Girl going live. No, it ain't the Breakfast Club. It's Danni Girl going live. Danni Girl going live. Danni Girl going live. Killer! DMG Radio. Danni Girl Live. Couch Conversation. You know what it is. Monsters.
So, welcome to Couch Conversations. I am your host, Danni Girl, aka Danni, aka D Barnes. Y'all know me as all of those. We have a good show tonight. We're going to talk about sex and relationships. I have some new commercial clips for y'all. I have some old commercial clips for y'all. So I want y'all to stay tuned. Like I said, if you missed the intro, if you have a small business or anything that you would like me to promote, please feel free to put it in the comments and I will get to it before the show is over. But tonight's topic is relationships and sex. And I know I could have picked one or the other, but they kind of go hand in hand. And it kind of ties into one of the topics that I talked about on last season, which was soul ties. So I wanted to really get into this with y'all tonight. I really wanted to have a discussion. I wanted to get some feedback from y'all about sex and relationships. And one thing that I wanted to cover that basically made me want to have this topic was I noticed that relationship goals and things having to do with relationships have changed. It's crazy because I'm 43 and to talk to a 23-year-old kind of about sex and relationships and then to talk to a 30-year-old about relationships is kind of crazy because they all want different things, right? So whereas like me personally, I'm about building. Like I want somebody that I could build with. Like I'm divorced. If you watch the show, you know my story. If you don't know my story, we'll get into it. Y'all feel free to ask questions, whatever. Y'all know this is a show where I talk about everything we don't hold nothing back. It's unfiltered. So anyways, I'm divorced, and some of y'all have seen the things that we've talked about my marriage. So with that being said, I have like some things that I want from a marriage or from a relationship, period. Like, I'm really a big don't waste my time person. I get straight to whatever it is. Probably in the first couple dates, in the first 2-3 dates, you gonna know if you want to deal with me or not. I'm not the type of person where we go on a date and I be like doing the cute little butterflies in my stomach shit. It's like, no, let's get right to it. First date you gonna know a lot. Second date you gonna know a lot. Third date you gonna know whether you want to be with me or not. Like, it's no need of us going back and forth and bullshitting and doing none of that. Like, not at 43. Okay. So I've noticed now, like with the younger generation, where they are like 20 something, under 30, let's just say that, they are really about bags and cars and all the shit that social media portrays, right? Which is like all materialistic bullshit. Like, it's all a facade, and it's really like sad to see them be about that shit. Like, I noticed that a lot of the girls on social media, they're competing for who got the best car. Like, they trapping baby daddies and doing all this shit. Like, you know, I know back in the day, I've heard of situations where females was trapping dudes, but this is a whole nother level. Like, I know some of y'all probably seen in the blogs or in the news where the girl is suing Drake now because she decided to take the condom out of the trash and stick it up in her cooter trying to get pregnant, and he had put hot sauce in it. Like, who does that? She's trying to trap a nigga, get a baby, get a check, get the new Prada bag, get the biggest car. Like, that's what this generation is about, and it's really, really sad. Like, I just think we need to have a little more standards with our children, or, you know, with our young adults. When you talk to people that are like in their 30s, it's a little different. They're more about building. They're more about stability. Not so necessarily kids, but, you know, they're more about stability and having more than what their parents had, which is dope as hell. Like, when I talk to my son lived a pretty good life, but he like, I want my kids to have a better life, and I totally get that. Now, let me tell y'all something about relationships and my kids, okay? My oldest son, he's a gentleman. I love how he is when he's in a relationship. My youngest son, I think he's being raised by the streets. Let me tell y'all why. He told me that he don't feel like he should have to open a door for a woman or carry her bags or do any of that because she has 2 hands and 10 fingers just like he does. Why does he have to get out and pump the gas? Why she can't pump the gas? Now, he sound like he being raised by the streets, y'all, because I know he did not get none of that from me. Like, I don't go for that shit in relationships. Like, even dating, I'm gonna need you to open doors and stuff like that. So I don't know where he be getting this shit from, but just the fact that he even feels like that is kind of sad. Like, can I get some feedback from y'all on this? Because I'm trying to figure out, like, where the disconnect is with my son. I kind of get what he's saying. Like, I told him, you don't do that for random bitches. But when he gets somebody he like, I want him to be a gentleman. Because he running around so like he being raised by the streets with this. He don't have to open doors and he don't have to pump the gas. And, you know, I don't get it. But anyway, that's what I'm really into. I'm a really like I'm really a old school type female. I heard somebody say yesterday on TikTok that she doesn't like being referred to as a strong black woman. And at first I was like, whoa, okay. But she says, you know, when you keep referring to yourself as a strong black woman, that's how people look at you, even men, so they feel like you don't need them. I never thought about it like that, right? I want whoever I end up with to always know that I'm gonna need them at some point for something. So I don't want to be a strong black woman per se. I want to be a powerful black woman. That's a little different. Yeah. I want y'all to know that we ain't all right over here. These quote unquote strong black women that's running around, y'all trying to be in relationships with them and y'all letting a lot of stuff go, they not all right. They not all right. Y'all need to check on them. But anyways, back to relationships and sex. It's a lot of things that go on in relationships that are crazy, right? And I don't think a lot of people understand why. So let's just get right to it, because I done did about 2 or 3 minutes worth of rambling. I don't think men understand that once they stick their dick in, especially if it's raw, this bitch is finna act crazy. I don't think they get that part. And it ain't necessarily that she want to. What y'all are not understanding are y'all are consummating a relationship when y'all stick y'all dick in. That's the part y'all missing. Y'all trying to get some pussy and y'all trying to figure out why at some point you done fucked her 2 or 3 times and now she is all in and all she could focus on is you. You have consummated a whole relationship. And this is kind of like where soul ties come in. I know we've talked about that previously. Yeah, soul ties are like a whole nother thing. Let's see. William will open the door, but the gas is out. Okay. He ain't pumping. Do he pump his mama gas? Let's talk about that. I'm on a mission to stay single. I don't know what the hell you on a mission to do. 1 week you want a wife. 1 week you want to be single. I'll be lost with you sometimes. Yeah, sometimes I don't know what to expect. I just be lost. Let me see if I missed any comments. Miss Harvey, if you watching, hey. Oh, I see y'all is checking in. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I be missing some of y'all comments sometimes. This thing be moving too slow or too fast. It be tripping. But, here we go again. Yeah, here we go again. But I want y'all to tap in with me and let's talk about these relationships. Let's have a conversation about them. And do y'all really know what y'all be getting yourself into? Like, yeah, I don't think y'all know what y'all be getting yourself into. And then one thing that I wanted to also discuss was how y'all treat people after you get in them. If you don't want to be in a relationship, don't portray yourself to want to be in a relationship. And this isn't just for men, this is for both. If y'all don't want to be in a relationship, don't portray yourself to want to be in a relationship. Don't waste people's time, because that's where stalker stuff comes in. And I know sometimes y'all be wanting to say it's the women that's the stalkers, but men stalk too. Men do stalker type shit too. And y'all don't understand, it's from all that stems from not communicating. If you just trying to fuck, you need to say, hey, look, check this out. I just want to fuck, or I just want to be friends with benefits, or I'm trying to settle down and be in a relationship, or I'm not trying to do none of that. I just want to be with you tonight and maybe be friends after. Whatever you're doing, you need to communicate that to the person that you dealing with, because it be some like real serious shit going on out here and people don't be understanding why. It's a lack of communication of what type of relationship you want. Man, I want to get into this clip real quick. So it's a song that blew up on TikTok, and the reason I like this song is because from the very first line of the song, he going in. Okay, so I want y'all to listen to this, and I want y'all to understand this is how relationships end up being like they being. So I just want to let me put my little disclaimer up first, and then y'all peep this out, okay?
See, I ain't got that much time left, 'cause I give you my all, and all you give me is your words to kiss. What I'ma do with it, I think it's best if I move to the left. 'cause I know that somebody waiting on all this love I gotta give. I'm wondering when you gon' love me, 'cause I'm tired of waiting patiently, baby. When you gon' love me, and if you ain't gon' love me like I L-O-V-E, you should tell me.
So the reason that I chose that song was because a lot of people be feeling like that and they don't say anything. Let me take this banner off, my bad. And they don't say anything. Like, he's getting right to the point. I ain't got much time left. All you gave me was your ass to kiss, and what am I gonna do with this? Like, he went right in, okay? If you not gonna love me like I love you, then let me go find somebody that is. And I think that's where a lot of people get it confused at in relationships. Like, when you in a relationship with somebody and you don't love them no more, you should let them go find somebody that love them. Like, I understand relationships kind of teeter-totter, and today you in love and tomorrow you not. You know, that happens in marriage. But I'm saying people fall out of love, and instead of them saying, I don't love you no more, let's go ahead and break up and move on, they just, like, stay in the relationship. They cheat and do all this other stupid stuff instead of just, like, going separate ways and letting everybody go find somebody that's gonna make them happy. And I don't think that's okay. I don't agree with that. I don't think it's okay. I'm the type of person, if we're in a relationship, which is why I'm not married, if I'm in a relationship and it's not going anywhere and we're not doing anything for each other and there is going to be no future, like we have come to a complete halt, dead end, stop, then it's time for it to be over. Like, there's no need of us holding on to each other. And I'm gonna tell you what the fucked up part about my marriage was. After I got a divorce, my husband told me I wasn't ready to get married, but I married you because I didn't want nobody else to have you. What kind of shit is that? And see, that's a lot of the selfish shit that people deal with in relationships. And I'm not saying it's just men that do it, because it's women that do it too. They don't want your ass no more. They got a whole nother nigga in another state or on the other side of town, but they coming home to you every night popping off an attitude with you because they don't want to be there. Like, let that nigga go find somebody that want to be with him. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm ranting again. Let me check my comments. Let's see. Just be 100, period. You will be respected better. We can't. Totally agree, damn. Women be stalking me at church. Oh, God. Lord have mercy. What is they stalking you for? Why? Okay. That go back to the topic a couple weeks ago about musicians. Yeah, that's why they stalking you, because you a musician. We talked about this 2 weeks ago. Now my phone just a ringing and a ringing. Okay. Anyways, so yes, here we are on Couch Conversations. Welcome to the show. We talking about sex and relationships tonight. If you're just tagging in, there's a link in the comments. If you would like to come live on the show, you can click the link and I could tag you in and we could see you. Or you could just put your comment in the comment section and I'll get to it as soon as I can. Some of the comments, just to let y'all know, they either going too fast or too slow. Facebook be tripping. But yeah, we gonna get it together. But anyway, hey to all y'all that's telling me hey. Appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight. Let's get back to the topic. So we're talking about sex and relationships. I've been talking about soul ties and people bullshitting and holding you up and occupying your time when they know that's not where they really want to be. And I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair at all. I think we need to let people move on. And okay, let me bring this up because this is gonna go to the next video that I got for y'all, because I got a couple videos for y'all tonight. Let me see. So my other issue was people that get in relationships and then you expect your woman to be your mama and you wonder why she not sleeping with you. I'm gonna tell y'all dudes something, okay? Because I want y'all to see this next video. If you have a woman, whether it be your girlfriend, your wife, your fiance, y'all could be married 100 freaking years. If at some point she stops sleeping with you, You made her feel like your mama. Okay? What a lot of men don't realize is that you require so much of your wife or your significant other that they don't feel like your significant other anymore. They have taken on the role of your mother, and now they are no longer sexually attracted to you. Usually, that's what it is. Don't no woman want to be your mama. Yeah, we will be there to support you. We will be there to help you. We will be there to be by your side through the thick and thin. But when we start acting like you start acting like we the mama, and you on the same level with the kids, and you can't do nothing for yourself, you turn us off. So yeah, I wanna get to that, and I want y'all to check out this clip because this is from TikTok too. I'm gonna tell you, I just sit up on TikTok and watch videos all night. This lady went the hell off on her man, and I felt everything she said. Okay? Don't no woman want to be your mama. That is not our job. I want y'all to see this. Okay? Here we go.
When you spent the last 6 years lying to me, stealing from me, making me watch your every move to try to make sure that we have enough money to feed the kids, treating you like a child, begging you to get a different job, begging you to go get a career, begging you to get into the trade, trying physically to get you into a trade, trying physically to sign you up for college so you could get a business degree. I shouldn't have to treat a fully grown man like a child. And then you want me to be physically attracted to you and meet you with happiness? That's not reality. The amount that I've had to do to carry you and raise you, I cannot be attracted to that. And for you to think that's okay is asinine.
Okay, so I don't know if y'all can hear what she was saying, but she was basically saying how she carries him, how she does everything for him. Everything. Down to helping him get a job. She does everything for him, and now she feels like he's one of the kids, and she's not sexually attracted to him anymore. And a lot of women feel like that, and they don't say it. She said it so just plain and just unfiltered. But a lot of women feel like that and don't say it. They just keep dealing with you and dealing with you and dealing with you until they can't deal with you no more, and they just got to get the hell away from you. I'm telling y'all, 99% of the time, if your woman is not sleeping with you, you made her feel like your mama. Sorry. And, because this is in the comments, y'all people that's using kids, because it ain't just women no more, it's men as well too. Y'all people that's out here using y'all kids against each other's in these relationships, that's not okay either. That is not okay. Okay? Straight up. Like, that's not cool. I can't even speak on that, because using the kids trying to stay together ain't cool. I hear people all the time say, we stay together for the kids, we staying together for the kids, we doing this for the kids. Why? Because you making the kids suffer. You think the kids don't feel y'all horrible ass energy in the house, and thinking the kids don't feel y'all what's going on? They don't hear y'all arguing at night when you think they sleep? They feel all of that. They hear all of that. And all you doing is making a horrible home for your kids. And then what you don't realize is you're giving them this toxic environment. So now they're going to grow up and be other toxic people. Because you know what? Hurt people hurt people. Y'all heard that saying before? Hurt people hurt people? Yeah. That's what happens. Now you done produce some more toxic children that are turning into toxic adults. Okay, I'm trying to keep up with the comments, y'all. So yeah, we gotta stop. We gotta do better. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm really big on black love. I say this all the time. I'm really big on black love. And when we're in these relationships, ladies, because I'm going to address this to the ladies, we have to do better with our kings. We have to do better with our black men. And I say our kings because if that's what they acting like, that's what we have to treat them like. We always hollering, we queens. We want to be treated like a queen. If we got a king, we got to treat him like a king. Because I've seen some things in relationships that I just don't comprehend. And I know some things ain't my business to comprehend, but some stuff I just don't comprehend. Like, I can't understand how you can have somebody that does everything for you and then you go out and cheat on them. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, if I got somebody that's paying the rent and the bills and they didn't put a car in the driveway and we got it popping like that, they helping me with my brand and build my business, they ain't gotta worry about me doing nothing and going nowhere. Okay? Not a nothing, not a nothing, not a nowhere. Long as they handling their business and they not out doing no dumb stuff, you trust and believe I'm gonna be at home and be the best me I can be. We gotta do better with our men. I'm blessed to say that I grew up watching the women around me treat their men properly. I've been able to see some healthy marriages and healthy relationships around me. So I've kind of taken notes, and I have expectations as well. A lot of people say they don't understand why I'm single. I get a lot of men in my inbox trying to holler at me. They don't understand why I'm single and I'm so pretty and this, that, the third. First of all, let me get close to the camera for y'all. Y'all see all this makeup I got on? So please know it's a lot going on under this makeup, okay? I got freckles, moles, pimples. My skin is beautiful. Matter of fact, later on tonight I'm gonna post a picture of me, just me with no makeup. But yeah, my skin is nice, but yeah, it's a lot going on, and this makeup looking good, make it look a little better, and the filters make it look a little better. And y'all, I'll be popping in my wigs and stuff, but there's stuff going on under the wig, so you got to be prepared for all that, because this it's a pretty look, y'all. It's a pretty look. I'm not saying I'm an ugly person, but Lord, it's a pretty look. Let me get to these comments. Some men don't want you, but they don't want anyone else to have you. The sad part is, she knows you don't want her, but her self-esteem is so low. She puts up with all his shenanigans. Self-love is everything. Love yourself and leave. Never be in a place that you can't leave and have your own when you can't leave. Okay, I agree with that. I really do. Self-love is everything. And you know what? I love myself enough to know when it's time to go. Okay, I love me, so I'm gonna need you to love me like I love me, or close to. I know you can't love me exactly like how I love me, but I need you to be close, because I love me. Oh baby, I love me. I pamper me. I take me on dates. Baby, honey, me and me is in a whole relationship. And like I was saying, these men be in my inbox trying to holler at me, and they be trying to understand why I'm single. Baby, it's a lot that go on with me, okay? Let's just put that out there. Y'all see what's on Facebook, okay? And the pictures are pretty, because I don't post too many videos. The pictures be pretty. They be all nice. Even the natural ones. They don't even have to be filtered. They be pretty. But yeah, once you sit up around me, you got to be able to deal with me. It's a lot to deal with, okay? If you've watched this show, you know we've done several series on mental health. And you know I have expressed openly that I am bipolar. People don't take that into consideration. What comes along with her being bipolar? Baby, it's going to be some mood swings and some days that you going to want to check the hell out and get the hell away from me, okay? I'm just being real. Me and me is the business. Yes, it is, okay? Baby, let me tell you, honey, can't nobody date me like me. Period. But yeah, it's a lot that goes on with me. And I be telling people when they be in my inbox, y'all might need to go back and watch some of them couch conversation videos, because it ain't all peaches and cream, okay? I got kids. My kids, they not drama. Lord, thank God they not drama. But I got kids, okay? Period. I got kids. So, it's a lot. It's a lot. And people want to talk about me being single. I'm going to stay single until somebody can meet the criteria that I need them to meet. Because, baby, if you don't know, I got health issues. I got back and knee problems. Sometimes I need help getting out the bed. See, you got to be prepared for all that. You got to be prepared. And people don't be understanding. It's a lot going on behind closed doors. And they just be wanting to jump right in. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't jump right in. Sorry. Let me see. Hey Keisha girl, you done checked in with us, girl. Yeah, I see y'all in here tonight, but I'm just saying, we talking about relationships and sex, and it just be a lot going on. And then I'm gonna let y'all know straight up, y'all be in my inbox talking about y'all want to take me on a date. Baby, you can take me on 2, 3, 4 dates. If I don't like you, you ain't getting none, so ain't no need of you trying to take me on a date. So you know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it 100. For those of y'all that don't know, to be in my inbox trying to send me dick pics, because I still get that every now and then, and trying to do all the extra stuff, I don't need none of that. I don't need y'all taking me on no dates. I'm celibate, I'm single, and I'm happy over here, okay? We got a lot of self-love going on, and y'all don't know, I be in the mirror all the time, fixing my hair that's under this wig, cutting my wigs up, trying to be pretty, baby. I put on makeup and look at myself in the mirror and take it off. I don't need nobody to tell me I'm pretty. My auntie watches. She tell me all the time. She be the first, her and my mama, they be the first ones under my pictures telling me, girl, you so pretty. So you know what I'm saying? All of that. Baby, let me tell you, I don't need none of that. I need y'all to have y'all shit together. I need y'all to have a job and an education and be able to hold a sentence together. That's what I'm talking about. I need y'all to do that. Because I'm going to tell you, basic English, I'm gonna need y'all to speak it and be able to spell. This dude asked me, where did I want to go on the date? We never got to the date. I'm gonna tell y'all why. I said, I'm contemplating the location and I'll let you know. He said, what does contemplating mean? I explained it and we never got to the date or the next location because it's some things I shouldn't have to tell you. Okay, I know that contemplating is somewhat of a big word, but y'all should know what it means. I'm sorry, especially how I used it in a sentence. Like, I need y'all to speak English and be able to spell. If you can't tell me the difference between there, and there, please stop trying to take me out. I'm sorry. Like, I am college educated. Let me just throw that out there, okay? Like, I'm certified in law, if y'all don't know. I have an education. Like, I need people to be able to spell. Because when we go out, guess what? You got to read the menu. I'm going to need you to know what's on it. Because I don't eat at McDonald's. Like, not like that, but I don't. So I need y'all to get it together. But anyways, yeah, we talking about sex and relationships, and I'm just like telling y'all, I need y'all to get it together. My cousin said my spelling is trash. Thank you, auntie. See, she in the comments now telling me I'm pretty. See, I told y'all. Cousin, what you mean your spelling is trash? You do all right. I be reading your posts. I can understand what you be talking about. She said he should have Googled contemplate is free. Okay, let me tell y'all this too. If y'all don't know something, y'all should Google it, because Google is free. And you don't want to be out here looking crazy, okay? I'm gonna need y'all to really get it together. Like, for real, get it together. Contemplating. Funny! He said it's a barbecue dinner. You contemplating scrimps? Oh, not the scrimps. Stability and consistency is a must. Hell yes. Okay? Because if you ain't stable, what the hell we gonna do together? Lord. There, and there. That's hard. I didn't learn the meaning till my 20s. Oh my God. Reading and spelling is different. I mean all of it. I need you to read and be able to spell. Okay? Ooh, Lord have mercy. I might need you to look over something for me one day or something. I don't know. You don't never know. We need to be at least high school educated. Dang. And I'm going to need y'all to know some math too. Please. A little bit. At least know how to count your money. Because I've seen people that can't count change, and that bothers me. I'm sorry, y'all. But it does. I need you to be able to learn how to count change at least. I've seen some people that really only know how to count dollar bills, and I can't for the life of me contemplate how they missed the change. But yeah, I need y'all to get y'all arithmetic together, okay? Jeez. But yeah, we talking about sex and relationships tonight, and it's time for a commercial break. So we're gonna get to it, and I got a couple new commercials for y'all. Y'all know I usually pay Jamal Bryant for my commercial break, but I got a new one for y'all. We done been on Jamal Bryant for a year, so I got a new one for y'all for this season. This one is Ty Tribbett. Here we go, y'all.
$20 bill. Who would like this $20 bill? You say you want this 20. You still very.
Hey, this is Steve Wilkos, and if you guys are looking for a great store for adult entertainment, then check out Sex R Us. Samantha Robinson has everything from lingerie to those adult gadgets you can't find anywhere else. So, hit her up.
And we are back. Okay, y'all, we talking about sex and relationships tonight, and I had went on my little rant because all these dudes be in my inbox trying to get at me because I be posting I'm single, and I be having my little I'm single jokes. But yeah, I'm happy, and I'm happily single. Okay, I just want y'all to know that I'm happily single. I've been hearing rumors that me and my ex-husband got back together. No, we didn't. We co-parent 4 children, and yes, we be together still. We hang out, and we know how to co-parent without having baby mama, baby daddy drama. So, no, we're not together. I'm still happily single. Thank y'all for y'all concern. Let's see. Get back to these comments. Oh, y'all talking to each other in the comments now. Okay, I got you. So, yeah, just in case y'all missed it, if you would like to go live on this subject, sex and relationships, because we just like randomly hitting and missing with stuff. If you would like to go live, there is a link in the beginning of the comments where you can go live and come right onto the screen with me. Otherwise, you can just post your comments in the comment section, and I'm kind of hitting and missing with the comments, but y'all work with me. If you watch my show, you know this is every week. Also, just briefly, if you would like to watch any if you would like to watch any previous Couch Conversation shows, you can catch them on YouTube at DMEG Radio. On YouTube, DMEG Radio. Make sure you go subscribe on YouTube to DMEG Radio. And yes, we have all of the previous Couch Conversations episodes, including the first season, are posted. You can also catch a few episodes of Danni Girl Live on there. So make sure you go check me out on YouTube. And if you ever want to play these back, they're on YouTube. So make sure you check that out. Okay, so now, sex and relationships. Lord. So, I want to know how y'all feel about this. I want to know how you feel about when you get into a relationship having to deal with the significant other's family. So basically, my question to y'all is, should you have to deal with the family? Like, if you and the mother-in-law don't get along, is that something y'all should work on and try to, mend that relationship? Or should it be like, I'm not married to the mother-in-law, it's just me and my man? Like, I want to know how y'all feel about that. I really do, because I be seeing stuff and hearing stuff, and previous, yes, like delivered. I needed to work on that. Natiana, hey baby. So yeah, I wanted to know how y'all feel about that, because I kind of, when I was married, I was like, I married into the family, and I tried to mend, certain things that was wrong, and, I wanted him to be cool with my family, because I was like, you marry into the family. But I've also heard people be like, nah, I didn't marry the family. I married him, or I married her, and I don't want to have to deal with their family, and you know what I'm saying, she go over there when she want to go, and I go to my family house when I want to go, and we don't have to go with each other. Like, is that okay? I don't know. I be kind of lost on them situations, because I don't think I want to be in a relationship with nobody and we live in separate family lives. Like, I'm one of them people, I want to be like able to go to your family house on Christmas Eve and my family house on Christmas Day, and we just do it as a unit. I think you're supposed to move as a unit. What y'all think? Let me check my comments. What y'all think? You marry into the family. That's what I said. Yeah. Don't care either way. Okay. That's being honest. I would try to mend it because grandkids will come along in the situation. That's true. You know what? I didn't even think that far ahead. I just be trying to, stay right up in the... I didn't even go that deep. I didn't even think about the grandkids. But yeah, you right. That'd be a shitty mess. Somebody have a baby and everybody at the hospital arguing and stuff. That'd be crazy, huh? But yeah, I got another question for y'all. So how do you feel about a man and his mother? I be watching stuff and I be tripping. There was a video that went viral. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all seen it, where the guy's girlfriend, no, I take that back, that was his wife. It was his wife. And his mother were arguing because his mama was in the front seat and told the daughter to get in the back. The daughter told her to get in the back. The daughter-in-law, told her to get in the back. And the husband told the wife to get in the back. And she was mad and said it was her car. Now, I would like to know how y'all felt about that situation. I don't know how to handle that. Okay, let me see. If you're mature, you should try to work out your differences with the mother-in-law or the family, but without significant other in attendance, work it out amongst yourself. I agree, one unit. That's why the black family is so divided. Facts. Just try and get along. Family don't even like each other. Oh, I know. But on the holidays, it all seems like a pretty nice front. So, I be trying to get y'all's opinions, and, I be wanting to know how y'all be moving out here. And, if you watch this show, we talk about it unfiltered. It's taboo subject stuff that other people ain't out here really. And it's not that they're not discussing it. It's the manner in which they discuss it. If you deal with me on anything, I am very unfiltered. So, I want to get right to the bottom of it. I want to go back to something I was talking about earlier. I want to tap back into soul ties a little bit. I made a comment and said that guys be tripping when they have sex raw with a girl and she start tripping, but they've consummated a relationship and they don't realize it. So how do y'all feel about that? Because it be a lot going on, and okay, let's see. Mom was wrong. I always got in the backseat out of love. I don't care either way, but you should be at least be able to be cordial. Once you married, a couple comes first and the parents come third, because the children come second. Come with it, Natiana. Maybe the mom gets car sick. Okay, I'm going to tell y'all. In that situation, I thought the mama was wrong, just for the simple fact that it was how she did it. It was how she did it. You could tell that she didn't like the girl and she was just being spiteful. And she knew that the son was going to take her side. Out of respect, I think it would have been a little different if the girl would have offered for her to ride in the front. And then, I think that would have been a little different. But, yeah, it'd be a lot going on. Let's see. So if the male part of the relationship is not consistent with sex, but the excuse is I'm getting older, my drive is not the same, is that always a reason to suspect cheating? And what about a woman's self-esteem? Because even if he's not cheating, I believe that heavily plays a part on how she looks at herself. I would suspect there is a feeling of being undesirable. I say get a side piece. What you think? Okay. So let me address all of that comment, okay? It depends on how old the male is, because I have been doing a little bit more research about us in our 40s, and women and men, their sex drive change. Men slow down a little bit and women speed up a little bit, okay? I figured out this is why there are so many cougars out there, because at 40 something they're looking for a man with a 20 something sex drive, and usually somebody in their age range doesn't have it. No shade to the 40 and the 50-year-olds. I'm not saying this applies to everybody, okay? Because I know some men out there that's 40 and 50 and they sex drive is just fine. Okay, I'm saying it happens. I know people in their 30s, their sex drive slowed down. So, you know, it happens. And yeah, it does play a part in her feeling undesirable. But see, that's where communication comes in. Because I was going to touch on that a little earlier. I had brought it up. Relationships and communication. That's where communication comes in. Because if there are things being talked about, he should be open to the fact that, okay, my sex drive isn't what it used to be. Let me find other ways to pleasure her and make her feel desirable, and find other ways to let her know that, yeah, I still want to fuck with you even when I don't feel like I might be able to fuck with you. If that makes sense. What a lot of men don't realize is you can get with a woman and she can think she's the prettiest thing on earth, but over time, your actions or things that you say to her can make her feel undesirable. And I've heard men say, well, it's self-esteem. It's not my esteem. It's not her esteem. It's self-esteem. Okay, it is self-esteem, but you affect how she looks at herself, if that makes sense. You affect how she feels about herself. A lot of that sex drive slowdown is due to lifestyle and unresolved trauma, which a lot of black men have. That's coming from a man, so I hope that answers you. Let me tell you one more time. A lot of sex drives slow down and is due to lifestyle and unresolved trauma, which a lot of black men have. Okay, there you have it. I do believe in that lifestyle change. I know if a person drinks too much, or they're doing drugs or certain medications, will slow down their sex drive. Some people, like men, some men be thinking, yeah, I'm gonna get fucked up and go home and do this, that, and the third, and no, it ain't popping like that. I know people personally from past relationships, if they intake too much alcohol, it's done for the day, okay? Any little medication in their system, it's done for the day. Like, they just can't handle it. And I hate to say it like that, but that's why I ain't saying no names. They just can't do it. So, let's see. Agree to disagree. Brandon, what you agree to disagree on? Because I sure want to hear it. Let's hear it, Brandon. I'm here for it tonight. We getting it in. Let's talk about it. That's why we here. Okay, I can dig it. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you this just from something that I went through personally. My situation was just a little different. I don't necessarily think that what you're bringing up is cheating. It sounds like, you know, some other unresolved issues possibly. I know in my situation, I felt undesirable, and it wasn't because of cheating. It was because of porn addiction, right? And I used to be like, I don't look like these damn porn stars, and I don't look like these stripper broads, and you know what I'm saying? I don't look like that. I'm not built like that. I ain't got no booty like that. And it started making me feel some type of way. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you something, baby, right now. You can't tell me nothing about this gut, this booty, none of that, okay? This cellulite on these thighs, baby, I worked hard for this. All of that is a picture of everything that I've been through, okay? And at the end of the day, somebody gonna love it all. That's all I can say. I had to boost my own self-esteem. I had to get up in the mirror and tell myself, girl, you pretty. Because, you know, I hear it from my family. Don't get me wrong. They always tell me I'm pretty, but I have to know I'm pretty too. And, you know, I went through a little period where I didn't feel pretty. And, you know, it reflected. It did. When you don't feel pretty, it reflects in how you carry yourself. So, you know, I started looking at some of my pictures and was going, dang, why was I dressed like that? So, you know, I'm grateful that I'm in a better place, but I had to love myself. That's why I can date myself and be single and be happy. When I just think about some of the drama in a relationship and some of the stuff that goes on, I be like, cool. Okay. Men are visual creatures. Okay, yeah, they are. I get that part. Women are too. I do want y'all to know that. Even though women are emotional, we still like our man to look good and smell good. So don't think that women are not visual too. The difference with a woman is she might be attracted to you offhand, physically. She like how you look. Then she get with you and read your soul. Okay, now she love you. And once she love you, it's harder for her to detach. Men are like, bitch, you gained 50 pounds and I'm cool. That's all I could really say about that. But yeah, let's see. I do know a lot of men learned about things through porn. If you don't want your man watching porns or getting chicks from a... Okay, let me tell you something about that. The man I'm referring to was my ex-husband. Okay, so now... I did everything that I felt like a wife is supposed to do, because I did not want him looking at nobody else. Okay, boy, I thought out the box, because I was like, there is nothing off limits because this is my husband. Okay, I thought out the box. Some stuff just don't work. I'm not gonna be disrespectful, but if y'all would have seen the stuff that he cheated with, oh my god, it was nothing like he was watching on the porn. Okay, and yeah, no, oh no, okay. Men do what women allowed to a certain extent. You can't control everything, so yeah, you can't control everything. That's all I can really say about that. It's not so much we allow things. It might be we let you slip up on one thing, and then you be like, okay, she let me get away with that, so let me go try this over here. And you know what? She might let you get away with that too. I mean, like I said, women, once they riding with you, they ride with you. So they might let you get away with a few more things than you would let us get away with. But the thing with a woman is when she get fed up, she get fed the fuck up. Okay? When she gone, it ain't no coming back. Period. So, you know, it is what it is with that, as far as that go. Let's see. Sometimes men cheat for an out. I'm just saying, because if a man is a great man and decide he done, women are trashing him, piece of shit, and they leave you getting trashed. So if they cheat, it's because we getting trashed anyway. Not true. I have to disagree with that. Some people just have no self-control. And then sometimes it's underlying issues with that as well. But some people just don't have no self-control. I don't even think it's an out. And I know you missed the comment that I made earlier when I said I was married. And after I got a divorce, my ex-husband told me he wasn't ready to get married. He only married me because he didn't want nobody else to have me. So yeah, it wasn't the out. It was he wasn't ready to be married. And he was just being inconsiderate of somebody else's feelings, period. Yeah, it's like the FBI. Women build a case, so when it's done, it's done. Yeah, it's done. Done. Okay, it is done. Men do not cheat for looks. It is one thing trying to reach that happy spot, and a woman is going to cheat due to emotions. True. If you ever pay attention, usually the person that a woman cheats with is somebody that's already close to her. You want to know why? because that's the person that she's been confiding in, and that person has gotten her emotionally attached. And I don't really talk to males outside of my relationship for that reason. I have my best friend. Me and my best friend been best friends for 17, 18, 19 years, a long ass time. He's helped me in a lot of ways, but me and him have lines we don't cross. Me and him are very respectful of each other and each other's relationships and each other's feelings, because we've known each other for so long. Outside of that, I don't have men that I get close to outside of my relationships, because emotional attachment will lead to other things. Men cheat just to cheat. Women don't get married for love either. Women get married for the wedding. Is that, you know what? Okay. So, I've heard a lot of men say this, and I think it's the woman. Now, me personally, I speak from personal experience always. I got married because I was in love, okay? We had the wedding, and it wasn't for us. It was for our family. We literally spent about $2,500. I know it was no more than $3,000 on our wedding. I didn't give a damn about no long white dress. I didn't wear a train. I didn't wear a veil. I didn't care about none of that. I was not concerned with the destination. I wasn't even concerned with a honeymoon. I got married because I loved him, and we was in love, and we was trying to get married. It was nothing to do with the wedding. If I was to get married again, guess what? I would not have a big wedding. I just think it's a waste of money. A lot of women don't see it like that. They want to show out and show all their friends they got married. Fuck all that. I ain't got time for that. It's going to be a whole bunch of people. Half of them ain't going to like you. They going to come to your wedding, watch you get married, talk shit about you while you walking down the aisle, eat up your food, not bring you a present, and at the end of the day, go home and talk about you some more. And you gonna be to spend all this money for nothing. Like, literally, it was my immediate family and a couple of close friends, and that was it. We didn't have 15 people in our wedding. Like, we didn't do none of that. It was not about the wedding. It was genuinely, like, our wedding was a celebration literally of our love. That's what it was. It was not about the wedding, the location, what we had on. It was not about none of that. And I really had a nice wedding. So, yeah. Just to say that if it's real, they don't care where they get married at. Like, I know you said most. That's why some women are content when they just go to the courthouse and get married. It's not about the wedding for them. That's when you know you in love. If she gotta have a big, amazing $20,000 wedding and all of this type of stuff, and nothing's gonna be right without the wedding, and no matter what you say, it has to be about the wedding, yeah, she probably getting married for the wrong damn reason. Real shit. It's just like the prom. Yeah, who picks the colors most of the time? Who get the glam show? Right. All of that. See, I wasn't about that when I got married, for the simple fact that I was trying to get a townhouse. I was like, I'd rather spend our money on this beautiful condo than to go do some other shit. And that's what it was. I didn't get a big ring. I still wear my ring. Where my ring at? Y'all see my ring? I still wear my ring. Yeah, all that. Like, I'm over it. But yeah. And for those of you that are talking about my ring, if you happen to say something, that's not the ring on my ring finger. I don't wear my wedding ring on my ring finger no more. Anyway. Wait 5 years after the marriage to have a real wedding. I waited a year, but yeah. That's if we make it 5 years. Oh my God. You know what? In this day and age, if a relationship go 5 years, they doing good, okay? Some women only care about the wedding, not all. Those are the ones that end up divorced. Definitely. Marriage is what you make it. It really is. And what a lot of people don't realize is relationships get fucked up because people are basing their relationships on the next person's relationship, especially in this day and age with social media. And I spoke a little bit about that earlier. It's like, okay, I see them with that and I need to have that too. And it's like keeping up with the Joneses, as we used to call it, when that's not what it's supposed to be. It ain't supposed to be about keeping up with the Joneses, who gonna get married first, who gonna have the biggest wedding. It's not supposed to be about that. And that's where people fall short at, even with smaller things in the marriage. Like, everybody's marriage is an individual contract. So you have to make it what you can make it for you and your significant other. You can't base it on your best friend's marriage. You can't base it on your mama and daddy's marriage. And that's where a lot of women kind of falter at. I hate to say it like that, but yeah. They falter because either they're trying to base their marriage on what their parents had or what they think their parents should have had. And that's kind of where the fairy tale part comes in and the whole facade comes in. You know, the keeping up with the Joneses thing, I've always had a problem with that because nobody knows what's going on behind closed doors. They have a movie that came out about 10 years ago called Keeping Up with the Joneses. And everybody thought they were this like rich, wealthy, happy couple. And they weren't even a couple. They were getting paid to be in the neighborhood to sell stuff to their neighbors to make the neighbors keep up with them. Like, you know, you gotta get your own thing going. You can't base your life and your relationships and things that you got going on somebody else. It's never gonna work like that. It is never gonna work like that. Like, I don't even believe, okay, let me just tell y'all this. I don't believe that people in relationships and people that are married should hang with single people. I'm not saying don't talk to your single friends. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you have to limit your time with them. You have to limit your conversations with them. You will never get good advice from a single person if you're in a relationship. And I hate to say that, but it is so true. I do not give my people, my friends and stuff, when they're in relationships, I don't give them advice. You are never ever gonna get good advice from somebody that's single. I'm sorry, okay? Y'all relationship is gonna be good, but single people will get you in trouble in a relationship because they don't have nobody to go home to. And people be forgetting that part too. Let me get to a couple of these. Stop telling people what your spouse did. I never talk to anyone about my spouse because the people you talk to paint a picture of them based off of what you're telling them. So when you back with the person, your friend is still looking at you. Oh, the friend is still looking at what you told them about that person. Okay, I agree with that. My cousin told me when I got married, the first thing she told me, it was the day after my wedding. She said, don't come tell the family any of your business. Keep all your business in your house. Because what's going to happen is you going to come tell us, we going to be mad. We going to want to fight. Y'all going to be at home making up. And then when we see him again, we still going to be mad. I totally agree with that. That's where a lot of people mess up too. But I am so serious about keeping single people out of your relationship. I definitely believe that is a horrible decision. When I was in a relationship, when we went out with other couples. We didn't do too much like solo stuff, like as far as us and people that were not in relationships. We didn't do that. When we went out, it was always a double date, triple date, group date type of thing. Reason being, it's always going to be that one hater person. And I'm not saying they a hater in your life. They might just be a hater in your situation. That's just my opinion. But like I said, everything on this show is my opinion. So my experiences and my opinion. People will have to be willing to adapt to change because no one is the same from... Oh my God, yes. Okay. So I had this conversation with my ex-husband a couple nights ago, and we were talking about we haven't been together for 7 years. We've been divorced, and how much we've changed in those 7 years. And we haven't been together, so we've literally grown apart in 7 years. People don't understand that. And I heard Bob Saget, rest in peace, a video of him saying this last night. Him and his wife had to get an understanding that every 7 years he changes. Every 7 years she has to adapt to a new person, because something is going to happen in those 7 years to make him change, like whether it be his personality, physically, whatever it is. And I believe that. Like, you have to be able to have communication. Back to communication. Communication is the key. Back to communication. You have to be able to communicate to your spouse what's going on and let them know, like, I feel a way about this, I feel a way about that, and not in a way where it's angry or coming off snobby or, I tell people all the time, and this is not just in relationships, this is in general. Don't talk to people when you angry. Calm down. You might have to wait a day or two and then talk to them on that level, just so that there's no misunderstanding. I also tell people, because I know we do this a lot, especially in this day and age, don't have serious conversations through text, because a text can be misconstrued. There's no emotion in a text. Even when you use emojis, a text can be misconstrued. So I tell people all the time, communication is everything. Let's see. People are constantly and consistently changing day by day and hour by hour. Who we were yesterday is not who we are today. You have to be willing to be with somebody who is ready to change and evolve with you. That is a fact. Yeah. The reason I say that is because, you could be on a roll of how you are, and your spouse or significant other can get accustomed to you, and then at the end of the day, everything could change, and you might go out today and get robbed on your way to the store. That's going to affect how you live your life for the rest of your life. You might go out and have a car accident before you get off the block. That's going to affect how you are for the next however long until you get over that trauma. So they have to be willing to evolve with you. And one thing I say all the time in a relationship is, I don't want a man that bases our relationship on sex. Reason being, I want to be able to love you if something happens and sexually you can't perform. I need you to be able to still have me mentally there and physically there, not necessarily sexually there, but physically there for you in a way that I need to be. One guy I was talking to, I will never say his name, I appreciate him because when we started talking, we went on vacation for 5 days. We didn't do nothing. We slept in the bed together, we cuddled, we didn't do nothing for those 5 days. It let me know where we could go and where we could stand, because for 5 days we got to know each other. We didn't have sex, we didn't do nothing. And that was one of the most beautiful vacations and one of the most relaxing vacations I have ever been on, okay? But it also let me know and let him know where we stood. Like, you got to get to know people, and you got to evolve with people. Like, one thing with me is, and I said this earlier, I have health issues. My health issues are my back. I have a bad back. I've had 2 back surgeries. I have nerve damage. I have some things going on in my knees, some things going on in my ankles, etc., etc. And one of my things is, I don't want my husband to base, or my significant other, whoever I end up with, to base anything off of what he thinks that I can do, or what he expects me to do, or a sexual relationship, because it might be a time, which is why I can appreciate my husband, even though we went through a lot. My ex-husband, even though we went through a lot, I can appreciate him because I had back surgery. I was down for 6 weeks. So that means for 6 weeks, he could barely even touch me. I couldn't do nothing. Like, it's stuff like that you got to live with. And, people have to look beyond all the physical things. We have to, like, literally, we don't take our vows seriously anymore. It's just a lot that be going on. And I done went over my time. Let me see what we talking about, and I'm going to end this show. Don't make permanent decisions based on temporary feelings. Facts. Facts, facts, facts. communication and love are supposed to come in, because if somebody truly love, it covers a lot of those changes, and communicating brings forth clarity, facts. I've been stressing communication this from the beginning of the show. Communication is everything. Everything. A lot of men say that women be tripping, but I'm going to tell y'all something. If y'all really communicate on the level that y'all think y'all do, y'all would have so much more peace. It would be so much less drama. I tell people all the time, and a lot of men don't take this seriously. So if you're watching me and you're even thinking about or contemplating being in any type of thing with me, please know this, right? I do not deal well with lies or half-truths. You have a better chance coming to me and telling me you did something, and me dealing with it and communicating with you, than you going to do some dumb shit and then trying to lie about it, and then I find out you lied. Then I'm going to be angry, screaming, yelling, cussing. I'm going to be the stereotypical black bitch, when all of that could have been eliminated through some communication. You know, let me tell you what I can't handle. Man, what? You got to have that on your sticker before we buy the car. Honey, let me tell you, Brandon, you missed the beginning of the show when I said by the third date, you gonna know if you want to deal with me or not, because I'm going to be done told you everything. I don't leave nothing out, okay? I'm not one of them people that go out with you and, you know, be trying to be all cute and eat a salad. My homeboy told everybody on Facebook she is not one of them quiet, cute, salad eating bitches. She gonna want a steak on the date. Not necessarily a steak, because I don't like, I might want some shrimp or something. You know, I don't eat too much pork and beef, but yeah, you know, I'm just, you know where I'm going with this, you know. You gonna get what you get with me from day one. I'm not finna. It takes 3 months to find out how a person truly is. No. No. It's not gonna take you 3 months to find out who I truly am. You gonna know in about a month. 3 dates, you're gonna know. Don't present yourself as a BMW and you really a Honda. Okay. So, you know, we talked about this amongst ourselves the other day about women that are talking about they're the total package and what they got and what they want and what they da-da-da-da-da. When in actuality, they have nothing to bring to the table. Like nothing. Like nothing. Like nothing to bring to the table. My homeboy told me he was talking to a girl that I know, and he said he got tired of her telling him she was this, that, the third, and the full package. He said, and when he started unwrapping the package, there was nothing in it. You know, we got to do better with how we present ourselves. You know, stop misrepresenting ourselves. We got to stop acting like we doing things that we not doing. Like, stop exaggerating our position. We got to stop doing that. We really do. I'm sorry, y'all. This little hair right here getting on my nerve. Okay, there we go. Yeah, but let me see if I have any more comments, and then I'm gonna wrap this damn show up. 21 days is all you need. I believe that, bro. DJ Get Buck, how you doing? They an empty box. Exactly, an empty box. Yes. All right, y'all. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm 15 minutes over my time. Y'all know this is supposed to be an hour show, but I love talking to y'all. Y'all had me going over last week. We'll be back next week, and next week we will be talking about toxic families. That's a touchy one, y'all. So I hope y'all back so we can chat about it. Let me go through my whole little end of the show spiel for y'all. So you have been watching Couch Conversations with your girl, Danny Girl. You can always show your support by cash apping me, Danny Girl DMEG. If you would like to be a sponsor for Couch Conversations, please let me know. Give me a call at 702-578-6716 for more information. And I have a special shout out and special thanks to everybody that has supported me this week with calls, texts, comments, shares, views, etc. because what y'all don't know is when the show is not airing, I still get feedback, I still get comments, I still get people discussing these topics with me, so I appreciate it. And you can always subscribe to me on YouTube at DMEG Radio. Also, there we go, Divine Management and Entertainment Group LLC. You can reach us at divinemanagement@gmail.com or on the website www.divinemanagement.weebly.com. And please tune in next week for Couch Conversation. I forgot to change the banner, y'all. Let's say Thursday. Every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on Facebook. Or you can catch me on YouTube, DMEG Radio. Please subscribe to us. DMEG presents Couch Conversations with Danny on Facebook. Also, Couch Conversations Live on Instagram. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you are back next week, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with Danny Girl. And we are going to talk about toxic families. I really want to get into this conversation with y'all because I've been talking to people about their family members, and you know, a big thing with this new generation is breaking generational curses. So, you know, I've understood what that's all about, and we're going to talk about it right here next week. Make sure you bring 5 friends, tag 3 people, and meet me back on the couch next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank y'all for being here with me tonight. I love y'all. Have a divine night. Peace.